I can't believe I just bought one of these things. Alright guys, so if you're a fan of my channel, you're probably wondering why on earth is a channel that's usually dedicated to firearms and the outdoors and off-roading and so on showing off a $1 Dollar Tree fidget spinner. Well, that is exactly the reason why. And also being a high school teacher, if you're a fan of my channel, you already know that. I've had quite a bit of experience with these the last couple months of school. Honestly, they don't bother me, and I do have students that legitimately use these for therapy in class. And I really could care less if kids use them as long as they're doing their work and they're paying attention. You know, it's no different than twiddling a pencil through your fingers and so on. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take a look at the $1 Dollar Tree fidget spinner. I'm going to give you my take on it. Now, I'm not an expert on fidget spinners, but I mean, I've flicked enough of them to know a good one from a bad one. And kids do spend some pretty serious cash on these things. And this is the $1 Dollar Tree edition. Already kind of looking at it, I can tell there's going to be a few little corners that they've cut on it. And we're also going to test out the glowing ability of this fidget spinner. So let's go ahead and get started with the unboxing. Alright, real simple packaging. I don't think we need any instructions on how to use this. A lot of these are just sold like in bins at gas stations, but most of the time when you find these, you know, you see them for $5 to $6, $10 to $12. I know you can spend pretty much whatever you want to, okay? Basic packaging, printed in multiple languages on the back. Some warnings on the back of here talking about small pieces and so on. It says ages 5 and up. So it's one of those things where you might want to consider not giving it to a really small child. It does say stress release therapy, and like I said, my students tell me that they use them because it kind of helps them maintain focus and just kind of takes their mind off things and so on. So just right out of the box, we've got a pretty decent amount of heft to it. It's got, it seems like it has pretty good balance. Ooh, it does. It is very smooth. The plastic itself has got a lot of scratches on it. It's not very shiny overall. It's almost got kind of a matte finish to it. There's some rough edges. You see some burrs on here from where the pieces of plastic were basically cut off at the factory. Kind of some grinds in here and so on. I know I do have students that have ball bearings inside of these, and all I feel on this is just some basic weights, some painted lead weights. So let's go ahead and weigh this real quick and just give you a general weight on it, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so using the trusty IKEA scale, we're going to go ahead and make sure that it is zeroed. Okay, looks like we're good to go. Let's go and put this on. We're dealing with, about 2.5, a little over 2 ounces. Now, these little fidget spinners come in all sorts of shapes and sizes and weights and so on, so you can see just how much heft your own spinner is going to have at home if you throw yours onto a scale. Overall feel, I mean, it's a pretty good size. Finish looks to be okay. I mean, you know, for $1, it might make a nice backup fidget spinner if you have one, or parents. If your kid wants one, you don't want to spend a lot of money, maybe consider picking up this particular model from the Dollar Tree. That's where I got this one. Alright, so how does it spin? Well, let's find out. Okay, it's relatively quiet. That's one thing about these, I really don't even hear them when students are playing with them. To be honest with you, when my students started using them, I mean, I don't even notice it. I mean, I wouldn't have more than maybe 3 or 4 students at a time that were using them in my class. We don't have a school ban on them at the high school that I teach at. It's just kind of up to the teachers to decide what they want to do. You know, fit and finish is not too bad. I'm kind of curious what kind of bearings they use in these. I've got students that would just like try to search out the smoothest bearings and the highest quality fidget spinners when they were buying these things. Decent. We could let this thing go for a couple minutes. It's still got a pretty good spin to it. It might be a little bit deceiving on the camera just because of the way that the camera picks up the movement on it. Wow, not bad at all. Not bad, guys. Okay, let's try the little flat test here. Ooh, let's get it going. That's really not that noisy. All right, so I got to tell you guys, I am pretty impressed with the $1 fidget spinner. It makes me wonder why you think you need to go spend $5, $10, or $15. And I'm sure in the world of fidget spinners, there's probably popular brands that a lot of kids like to use. But for $1, I mean, this is one you could afford to have confiscated in class, so maybe consider picking one up. I don't know. Okay, so maybe that was some bad advice for you. But anyway, let's go and check it out. Now, according to the package, it says that it does glow in the dark. So unfortunately, it's 2:34 in the afternoon in July, so it isn't going to get dark here for about another 7 hours. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this in the sun for a couple minutes, and we'll go ahead and just sit in my refrigerator. We'll turn the camera on, close the refrigerator, which is the darkest place in my house, and As soon as we open up the door, we'll see what kind of glow this thing produces. All right, hang tight. All right, 5 minutes of direct sunlight. Let's see how good the $1 Dollar Tree fidget spinner glows. Be back in a minute. Alright, so I don't know if it actually had focus while it was in there, but if it is in the dark and it was glowing, the camera should pick it up. Let's see what the footage looks like. Well, as you guys saw from the video, I was surprised it did glow and the camera did pick it up, which is really cool, and that's a complete, dark refrigerator. Alright, so the overall unit, what do I think about it? The fit and finish is okay. This kind of concerns me a little bit. There's a lot of wasted energy having this kind of a flimsy fitting between the ball bearing and your part that you grip in the actual unit itself. I mean, that's really nothing to write home about. I've seen more precise units that are, much tighter, much more smooth. But for $1, I mean, parents, if your kid wants a fidget spinner, you don't want to spend a lot of money, you're going by a Dollar Tree, go ahead and get one. Kids, personally, I'd rather have 5 or 6 of these for, the price of one, maybe more premium version. I was surprised you don't have the little ball bearings inside of here like you see on higher quality versions, but really doesn't make any difference. And all I know how to do is just flick this thing anyway. I wouldn't really know how to do anything else with it, but overall, not bad, not bad. If I'm going to give it a grade, I'd go ahead and give it a B+. It's a solid fidget spinner, fit and finish. It's not bad. Durability, I don't know. I mean, you could probably break it easily if you dropped it. But, I mean, overall, it's not bad. I mean, there's a lot of scratches on it and some burring and some marring and things like that. But it does spin smooth. And so in the end, that's really the most important thing that matters. So there you go, guys. That is my take on the $1 Dollar Tree fidget spinner. So if you want to get one for your kids, or kids, if you got the money, go ahead and pick one up. And that's about it. So guys, if you like the channel, please like or subscribe. You never know what I'm going to bring you on this channel, but if you check my channel's content, you can see what the primary theme is if you're checking it out. It is a family-friendly channel, just so you know. But anyway, guys, you can check me out on Twitter, Facebook, over on Instagram. I'm also on gunchannels.com with the Ordinary Average Guy Gun Channel. And you can also follow me on a Saturday morning live podcast that we do on YouTube called The Caliber Corner. We do that around 8 a.m. Central Time when I have time to do a podcast. So there you have it. So there you go, guys. My take on the $1 Dollar Tree fidget spinner. Is it worth it? I think so. It's pretty cool. So guys, in the meantime, I want you to have fun. I want you to be safe. And as you know, we will talk to you soon. All right, take care. Have a great summer, guys. Bye.